So I just got back from 21 days on our boat, mostly all by myself, and I'm still processing it. You know, when you've had that kind of experience, that kind of quiet time, you don't just come back and move on. You've got to kind of process through what came up inside of you. And I've been thinking a lot about it this week. We made a change with our boat, and I didn't expect it to affect me the way it did. We traded our sailboat for a power boat, and it makes perfect sense. What used to take 6 to 9 hours and a lot of work now takes us about an hour and a half. It's more comfortable, it's easier in so many ways. So logically, it's a really good change. But internally, oh my gosh, it's been more than that. I've been sailing since I was 8 or 9 years old, all my life. And so it's not just something I do, it's part of how I see myself. And so letting go of that boat, it's felt harder than I thought it would. And I felt guilty for that. Like, this is such a beautiful boat. Why is this so hard? Why am I even having to think about this much? I think what I started to realize, though, is this is what new seasons feel like. My mentor, he used to talk about seasons all the time. It's different when you're actually stepping into a new season yourself, because it's not just boats. It's losing a parent. It's getting older. Your role is changing. Your business is shifting. Things that used to fit don't quite fit the same way anymore. We're all going to experience new seasons like that, whether we say it out loud or not. Here's what helped me this week. I stopped trying to make it feel the same, and I just named it. Jane Ann, this is a new season. And I know that sounds so simple, but it changes how you process everything. Because instead of resisting it or questioning it, you start asking better questions. Questions like, what's changing? What's no longer supposed to look the same? And I also had to work through, you can be grateful and still be adjusting. Those two things can exist at the same time. You can appreciate what you have and still acknowledge that something meaningful has shifted. And that's not a lack of gratitude, it's just being honest. The other thing that really stood out to me is the whole idea of the vehicle principle. The sailboat and the powerboat, they're just different vehicles. And I write about this. I've seen it in business over and over and over again. You can work really hard. You can be very disciplined. You can do all the right things. But if you're in the wrong vehicle, if you're in a vehicle that doesn't align with where you want to end up, then you may not get there. It's not about working harder. It's about stepping back and asking, is this the right vehicle for where I'm going now? Not where I've been, but where I'm going. And this was probably the biggest realization for me. Growth doesn't always feel exciting. Sometimes it feels like letting go of something that was actually really good. If you're feeling that tension, don't misread it. Instead of asking what's wrong, try asking, is this loss or is this transition? Because those are two very different things. Where I landed this week is this: I didn't lose sailing. I just changed how it fits into my life, and that feels very differently. I felt like the reminder for me was, don't hold on so tightly to one season that you miss what God is doing in the next season, because there's always going to be a next one. And this is exactly what I talk about in my book, The Audit Principle. Take a step back and ask yourself, am I aligned with where I'm going now? Because alignment is what creates results. So if something in your life feels like it's shifting right now, don't rush past it. Get still, meditate on it, and ask yourself, what season am I in and what needs to change with me? See, the goal isn't to hold on to what was, it's to be aligned with what's next. Guys, I'm Jane Ann Craig, and remember, success, it's not about luck, it's not about chance, it's about being in alignment even through the seasons.